Hey everyone, this is Nikki dxgirly. Today, as you will see, I'm not really dressed. I'm still in my pajama top, and I've got my hair all a mess, no makeup on. And that's because today's video is not about me. Today's video is going to be a toy room tour. Woo! So as you can see, I film in my toy room, which is the second bedroom in my house. And I'm just going to take you around the whole room and explain everything. This might be boring to a lot of you because I know it doesn't reach out to my subscriber base, like what they subscribe to me for. But tons of people ask about it, so I figured I would include it. So stay tuned. Okay, so we'll start off with the door that is the entrance to the room. And this is the inside of the door. And on the other side, it's just the plain wood. I have two posters of Hello Kitty that I put on the door. And then up here, I have a whole line of Japanese squishies. Most of them are Hello Kitty, a couple Real Akuma ones in there too. If you don't know, a squishy is just like a little, like it squishes and then goes back out to its original shape. They're pretty fun. I like them as decoration though. Pretty cool. I really love the Hello Kitty donut ones. I think those are adorable. But yeah, so those are that. And then this is my biggest stuffed Real Akuma. He is, oh goodness, I can't remember how tall he is. He's not the biggest one that I've seen available, but he's the second biggest one. Then over here is a massive pile of crap. On the bottom there, you're going to see that box right there is all Monster High and Ever After High doll stands. And then in the bags, in the two bags, the My Little Pony one is filled with a lot of My Little Pony accessories, and the Monster High one's filled with all Monster High accessories. And then I also have like some small bags, like this is my bag of like extra shoes. And then I have small bags with like custom clothing from Etsy and stuff like that. So there's that. In the closet is a freaking mess, so I'm not going to show you. It has like all of my Minton box, almost all of my Minton box, 4th generation My Little Ponies, and I have a ton of them in there. And I moved them all to the closet to mainly focus my room on my dolls from now on. But if we ever get a bigger place, I'm going to put them on display again. So, going around, up here, you'll see that everything on the top shelf is like double and triple stacked. So, up front, we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Widona as Weberella, and then her box behind her. And then behind that, I have some Disney animator dolls. And then next, there is last year's Comic-Con exclusive Manny Tor and Iris Klops. And that is the Letterman jacket that was supposed to come with Manny. That was a whole hassle and a half for collectors, and they had to get afterwards. And then over here is the Zombie Shake Girls. And then behind them is a bunch of just different Minton Box Monster High dolls. And then coming down here is the first group of my Monster High dolls. And they're sitting on top manga in the back because the shelf's a little bit too small for them to stand on. And then there's the second row. And the third row. The fourth row. And the bottom row. Sorry about the lighting. It's kind of dark when it's down this low. And then the next shelf right next to it is still all Monster High dolls. Up top here, again, sitting on top of the manga. Then next right here. And in here, you're going to see most of the boys in this section. And then down here, sorry it's so dark. the Squeak Screams dolls. And then down here, and you see a couple nude dolls too. I have some other nude dolls not in the room, but I'm not going to include them in this. Then up here, you'll see another Monster High doll mitten box. And then you see my Barbies. I have probably, I don't know, like 8 Minted Box Barbies up there. 2 of them are the Divergent dolls, and then the rest of them are the Life in the Dream House Barbies. And then there's some Pinky Cooper dolls hiding in the back there. Then on this shelf, the top row is empty right now for growth. The next row is all of my loose Ever After High dolls that I have redressed, and the ones that I dress in like custom outfits and stuff like that. Next shelf is dolls that I haven't opened yet because I'm planning to do some reviews on them. And then this shelf is just basically containers where I keep a bunch of my Japanese candy stuff that I haven't eaten yet. Not all of it's in here. There's some in boxes in my living room that I have to put in here. Next is these 2 Ever After High play sets that I haven't set up yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. And then over here is where I film. I put my camera in that little tripod in front of a window and just film right there. Underneath here, if we can get it to focus, is just a couple of random things. I have a pony, second from the left, that my friend Tina sent me from England, and that's awesome. You'll also see the 3 Sugar Pill eyeshadows. Those are the ones that are going for the giveaway. If you haven't entered that giveaway, it's going until April 1st, and then I will be picking a winner. And then just some random stuff. I got the Hello Kitty stuff from my friend Michelle in a swap on Monster High Arena. And then just one of the vinyl dolls. Next is a whole row of just loose My Little Ponies. You'll see a couple G3s in the back there, but they're most G4s. And then on the bottom is some of my Mint Box collection, very little of it. And it's all just the singles of the G4 My Little Ponies. And then over here is some of my collection of the Funko, if I'm covering the microphone, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. The Funko My Little Pony, like vinyl figures, and I have a ton of them. I was collecting all of the crystal variants too, but that got really expensive really fast, and I'm really behind on the different ponies that they've released. So, but yeah, there's more of them out in my living room too. On the bottom shelf here is a bunch of what do they call them? So Soft G4 My Little Ponies. They're like the baby ponies, and they're like kind of like plushes with plastic heads. They're cute. And then there's just one of my Mint Box Ever After High dolls that I keep. The next row is all of the Ever After High books that have been released so far. I know it's gonna sound silly, but at least these books are excellent. Like, I'm an adult and I really thoroughly enjoyed reading them. I thought the story was so cute and it got me sucked into the characters and even more obsessed with this line. Next is one of my signature shelves of Ever After High dolls. And there's the next shelf of signature Ever After High dolls. And then up top here is Apple in her lounge or couch playset. And there's the 4 Getting Fairest girls. Up top here, that is my only Mint Box vintage G1 My Little Pony. Then we have some Novi Stars. This is my Kobaktuya, I forget how you pronounce that, something like that. Lulu from Final Fantasy X. This is a Ladi-Da doll. There is, oh my goodness, what are these called? A Nendoroid or something like that from Persona 4. We have a San Diego Comic-Con Derpy. Behind that, I think, is a playset. We have Hunger Games Barbie Katniss. And then a bunch of the Disney animator dolls. I think they're adorable, but they take up so much space. Then I have a random Bratz over there. So the next Ever After High doll shelf is up here. Has the 3 Mirror Beach girls. And then the date night pack that was just released. We have Raven's playset with another Raven. The Through the Woods dolls. Then this one is the Throne Coming dolls in playset. Super cute playset. And then here is the Hattastic Party playset with all of those dolls. And then on the bottom here is just a bunch of the signature dolls that I want to collect mint in box. I'm no longer doing that just because I don't have the space for them, and I might even take these dolls out of their boxes eventually. The last shelf, right now, it's holding a bunch, like 4 of my Final Fantasy figures from Square Enix, and they're not going to be staying there. I haven't decided where I'm going to put them yet, but yeah. I have a bunch of them in the closet that I took out of the box, but I don't know where to display them. I might eventually display them in the living room on a shelf, but I'd have to go digging to get them out, so I'm putting it off. And then here's the last one. Lightning. Okay. So, there are those. And then next is my Ever After High Spring on Sprung setup. And the Just Sweet Blondie Locks doll. I need to make room for that Spring on Sprung kitty over there, so I'm going to have to do some rearranging. And the play set's in the back, if you see. Then down here is one of my favorites. This is last year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for Ever After High. This is Cerise Wolf. You can see she's like super, super detailed. It's coming off really dark here, but she is like really detailed. I have one of those open, and then the one in the back is actually one that's still mint in box, so I have 2 of her. And then finally, for Ever After High dolls, is this bottom row here. And these are the Legacy Day Wave 1 and Wave 2 dolls. And then down here is all my Build-A-Bear My Little Ponies. I collect them. I'm a little behind on them. But yeah, there's them. Then here's another Rilakkuma, smaller one. Monster High Pillow, a beanbag that when I go in here to calm down, I just rest myself on that. There's an Alpacaso, and then a massive pile of plushies. And they are like deep in there. All the way in. It's all plushies. Then up here is from when I worked at Walmart. That was one of the Little Mermaid display when the Blu-ray came out. Up here is a bunch of Comic-Con ponies in the back. And different art ponies. And then in the front is just some random G3 ponies. I do have more G3 and G1 loose ponies in my living room and kitchen setup. And then here's some G4 ponies. And there is a, oh my goodness, what's her name? I always forget it. I forget what that Pokemon's called. Why do I always forget it? Sylveon, I think? Something like that. Then there's another Amuse, Usa something. It means rabbit in Japanese. And then some more Rilakkumas. Then down here is a bunch of small collectibles. There's some Funko My Little Ponies and some Funko Disney Poos. And then up here is a bunch of Tokidoki Unicornos. There's that guy, I forget what he's called. And then in the boxes are some Final Fantasy minifigures. Then here's a whole bunch of the blind bags. The blind bag G4 My Little Ponies. I have a ton more, but I have nowhere to display them. And they're just on a nail polish rack, actually. They're really expensive, though, so I didn't have enough money to get a lot of them. Then below that, there's the Toys R Us exclusive Pinkie Pie. Get out your light. Some random Hello Kitty stuff. Below that, there's some comics, you can see. And there's some Beanie Babies. And then all of this is My Little Pony comics, all stacked on top of each other. And then finally, in the last bit of the room tour, this is a small fraction of my Funko Pops. I have the ton of them in my coffee table in my living room is actually like a big box, and there's a ton of them in there, and there's some in my closet. But yeah, those are a bunch of my Funko Pops. I have like a massive amount of them. I don't even know how many I have at this point. But yeah, so that was it. So that was my room tour. I'm going to be posting this video on my main channel. There is a second channel that I'm making called dxgirly Likes Dolls. I know I said I'd link it before, but I actually forgot to when I've said it before. But I am going to link it down below. It's not searchable yet because there's no videos on the channel yet. But I'm going to link it down below. I'm going to be doing doll reviews and toy reviews on that channel. But this was just a little taste because I know a lot of you have been wondering about the room I record in. So yeah, I'm sorry if I sounded a little bit out of breath. I am super out of shape, and all the bending and standing made me lose breath a little, so that's why I was breathing heavy a little bit in there. But that's about it. If you have any questions, comments, make sure you leave them down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!